Brentford match really affected me in a way because I was watching the game and it was just as if you take Eric Ten Hag's second game against the same Brentford at G-Tech Stadium. A certain player that we thought was with them, Brandon Bemo, he scored a goal in that game. I think that moment, if Everton was seeing Brentford, and it was just as if there was a replay of what happened 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, or 3 years ago, 2 years ago, with Eric Ten Hag, and you just copy and paste. I think the scoreline in that game was 3-0. Maybe now we just say we have one goal. I also remember, like in this game that we played a few days ago, the Brentford fans were singing some songs, taunting Brandon Bemo. But remember also in that game 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, they were also singing a song to taunt a particular player that was played for them the season before, in Christian Eriksen. For me, it broke me. That what I saw in that Brentford game in my own analysis was what I saw 2 years ago. The same issue. And let me remind people, maybe because many of us maybe we might have forgotten. They scored us one goal from set piece. That was Lisandro Martinez's second goal, where people started saying Lisandro Martinez is too short. He cannot cope in the Premier League, right? Then like Jamie Carragher came out to say that. But I think they scored us, was it 4? I think it was 4-0, yeah. 4-0, and I think the 4-0 came in the 35th minute. By the 35th minute, I think they scored either 3 or 4-0. Yes, to remind you of that match. And I remembered also that they scored us early goals. It was continuous. And a lot of the goals, at least 2 of the goals, came from counter-attack situations where we were playing a high line. I also remember also that there was a certain player that was at fault for a couple of these goals in person of Harry Maguire. And how that Eric Ten Hag, after that game, because the first 2 matches against Brighton and against Brentford, he used Lisandro Martinez and Harry Maguire in the defensive position. And after that game, he used Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. And it was as if it's the same thing I'm seeing. And then the question I want to ask is, if I am seeing the same thing I'm seeing last 2 years, and I'm still seeing it now, can I now say that the totality of the fault is on a manager that just came a few months ago? Can I really say that? If I come out and still tell you that, I'm deceiving you. Now, I'm not saying the manager doesn't have his own issues, which I will come to. But I'm telling you that this runs deeper, the manager.